Hello everyone, this is Karen.
Hello everybody, I am Shane.
Today we're looking at part 1 of Point Nemo, the loneliest place on Earth. And the vocabulary words are remote.
Remote.
Toby spent last summer living in a remote mountain village.
Sounds boring.
I know.
Classic.
Classic.
It is a classic story about love and family.
Aww. Ideal.
Ideal.
We may not live in an ideal world, but we still have to try and make the best of it.
So true. Farthest.
Farthest.
Howard sat in the seat that was the farthest from the front of the classroom.
Kilometer.
Kilometer.
Taiwan is about 395 kilometers long.
Oh, so small.
I know. Small and cute.
Aboard.
Aboard.
The man climbed aboard the boat and was happy to be out of the water.
That's right. So we're talking about a place called Point Nemo. So I'm guessing you'll see a lot of Nemo, a lot of clownfish.
No, it's not that Nemo. This is Nemo not from Disney, but from a famous novel.
Really?
Yeah.
But it's even spelled the same way.
Well, some words are spelled the same way, but have different meanings.
I guess you're right.
So this is actually the farthest point away from any land.
Ah.
That's why it's called the loneliest place on Earth.
And actually, in Latin,
Yeah.
Nemo means no one.
Because there's no one there.
Exactly. Or very few people visit.
And it's so remote that, in fact, the closest people to that point are actually the people in the space station.
No way!
Yeah, isn't that crazy? That's so remote.
Yes, and I have never really heard of Point Nemo before.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good place to go on a vacation. So we won't be going there.
Well, if you want some peace and quiet.
Ooh, yeah, you just want to relax, get away from people. Nemo is your place. Point Nemo.
Maybe the loneliest place on Earth.
Okay, let's learn more.
All right.
Point Nemo, the loneliest place on Earth. Imagine a place so far away from anywhere on Earth that it's closer to space. This is Point Nemo in the South Pacific Ocean, the most remote spot on the planet.
Today's lesson is called Point Nemo, the loneliest place on Earth. Part 1. Hi everyone, my name is Jeff.
And I'm Mike, and I'm sad.
You sound sad and lonely as
Yeah,
well.
sad and lonely. This is the loneliest place on Earth. Who lives there? They might not have any friends. They might need a hug. They might need to chat.
Wow.
Yeah.
Point Nemo. This
Point
place
Nemo.
sounds like a sad and lonely destination.
Right, who would go there?
You know, I don't know, but it does sound interesting. So let's read on and learn about this really strange and remote and lonely place.
It needs a friend.
I don't think a place needs a friend, but
You don't know.
That's a technicality that
Well,
we'll talk about
maybe a
at some
pen
other
pal?
time. Imagine a place
Okay, all right.
so far away from anywhere on Earth that it's closer to space.
So far away from anywhere on Earth that it's closer to space. So it's still on Earth, on our planet, but it's closer to space than any other land, any other place on the Earth. So basically, astronauts are its closest neighbors, not people
Or satellites,
or
maybe.
satellites, not people on the
space
ground.
junk.
That is very interesting. That's basically what we're talking about. And it says, this is Point Nemo in the South Pacific Ocean, the most remote spot on the planet. Now, if something is remote, this adjective basically means it's far from anything. It gives us the idea that it's very hard to get to. You won't find an MRT station across the street. Buses don't go there. They might not even have roads there. You might not even be able to get an airplane to fly there because it's so far away, it's so cut off from other people and other civilization type of things. For example, Toby spent last summer living in a remote mountain village. It took 6 hours of hiking to get to the village. No cars can drive up there. It's very remote.
I heard that while he was staying there, he didn't see another human being the entire time.
Amazing.
Is that
and
remote?
no cell phone service.
No way.
Nope.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break. But don't go away. When we come back, we'll learn more about Point Nemo, the most remote spot on the planet.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。同学们有听过 Point Nemo 尼莫点吗？它是世界上最孤寂的地方。你可以试着想象，有一个地方，它远离了地球上任何一个地方，它离太空还比较近诶。而这个地方就位于南太平洋的尼莫点，它是地球上最遥远的点。好，我们先来看单字 remote。remote 是形容词，用来形容遥远的、偏远的。Mike 老师在解释单字时用到片语 cut off。cut off 它表示隔绝、断绝联系。我们常常会用 cut off A from B 来表达切断 A 和 B 的联系，把 A 跟 B 隔绝。那么被动的句型就是 A be cut off from B。好，刚刚老师们在开玩笑说，搞不好太空人啊、卫星或是太空垃圾离尼莫点还比较近。那这时候老师说的 astronaut 就是太空人 ，satellite 就是卫星或是人造卫星，还有 space junk 这是指太空垃圾。解华课文中。
Point Nemo, the loneliest place on Earth. The name Point Nemo comes not from the Disney movie Finding Nemo, but from the classic novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, written by Jules Verne in 1870. In Latin, Nemo means no one, making it an ideal name for what is probably the world's loneliest spot, a place where no one ever goes.
Okay, everyone, let's learn some more about Point Nemo. The name Point Nemo comes not from the Disney movie Finding Nemo, but from the classic novel 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, written by Jules Verne in 1870. Now, before we move on here, let's talk about this word classic. Okay, here it's being used as an adjective. If you describe something as being classic, this thing might be old, but it's still good. You don't need to change it or update it. You can still enjoy it or appreciate it even though it is old. Yes, classic things are old, but they're not out of date. You can still find good things in them. Yes, something that is classic is great and simple, and it has stood the test of time. Yeah, you can call this novel a classic novel, or you can just say that it is a classic. Yeah, classic can be used as an adjective or as a noun. For example, it is a classic story about love and family. Yeah, this story sure is a classic.
Oh, okay. So it means most people might have heard of it, lots of people might have read it, or even studied it in university because it's considered to be very good, very valuable, and important in culture in some way. For example, always good, let's get back to the article. Yeah, so Nemo from Finding Nemo and Nemo from Point Nemo both come from the Jules Verne classic, where there's a character named Captain Nemo. And it says in Latin, Nemo, this word, Nemo means no one, making it an ideal name for what is probably the world's loneliest spot, a place where no one ever goes. So there you go. We've learned a little bit of Latin, the ancient Roman language. Nemo in that language means no one. And using this name is the perfect name for this very lonely island, this lonely spot. It's the perfect name, or it's the ideal name. Ideal and perfect are just about the same type of thing. A sunny, hot day is ideal for going to the beach. It's the perfect day to go to the beach when it's sunny and hot. It
couldn't be better.
It couldn't be better. It fits all the things
Can't
that
be
you
improved.
require. It's absolutely tip-top. It's perfect. It's ideal. For example, we may not live in an ideal world, but we still have to try and make the best of it. It's not a perfect world, but we have to try and make it a little more perfect than it was.
There you go.
Good advice.
All right, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll have more on Point Nemo after this.
听到 Nemo， 你可能会想到迪士尼电影《海底总动员》里面那只可爱的尼莫。不过，尼莫点 Point Nemo 跟那部电影没有关系哦。它的名字其实是来自1871年一部经典的小说，叫做《20,000 Leagues Under the Sea》。海底2万里。好，那这部经典作品呢，它里面的主角在因缘际会之下遇到神秘的尼莫船长 Captain Nemo。那么课文就提到说 ，Nemo 在拉丁文里面是指没有人，所以 Point Nemo 这个名字非常适合，毕竟它可能是世界上最偏僻的点，可能从来都没有人去过这个地方，所以用没有人的点来称呼它还蛮贴切的。那这个段落有2个单字 classic，它是形容经典的、典型的。好，那这个字也可以当名词用来指经典作品。Jeff 老师在解释单字时说，经典的东西经得起时间考验，不会过时。好，老师用到 out of date。out of date 这个复合形容词就表示过时的，还有 stand the test of time 就表示经得起时间考验，历久不衰。下一个单字 ideal，它是形容词，形容这个理想的、完美的。Mike 老师用到 tip top 这个字 ，T-I-P 连字号 T-O-P，tip top 就表示顶尖的、非常好的。好，那么补充单字 Latin 就表示拉丁语、拉丁文。接回课文中。
Point Nemo, the loneliest place on Earth. Point Nemo is really just the spot that is the farthest from land. It was discovered in 1992 by an engineer named Hiroye Lucatella. He calculated it using special computer software. He didn't actually travel there. The point he found is located between 3 faraway islands, which are themselves so remote that few people ever visit. Point Nemo is about 2,700 kilometers away from each. In fact, depending on the time of day, the closest people are often aboard the International Space Station, which circles the Earth at up to 416 kilometers high.
Anyways, more on Point Nemo. What exactly is it? Well, Point Nemo is really just the spot that is the farthest from land. Okay, that's the idea here. By the way, let's talk about this word farthest. Okay, here we're talking about something that is at the greatest possible distance away from something else. Yeah, farthest. Sounds a whole lot like that word far, okay? If something is far away, it is at a great distance from you. If something is the farthest point from something else, that's as far as it can get. It can't get any farther. For example, Howard sat in the seat that was the farthest from the front of the classroom. So it sounds like he sat way back there in the back row.
As far as he could go and a little bit more. All right, so there you go. Point Nemo. If you look at the world, if you measure the distance between all the different little islands out there, this point, this little area, is the farthest from land. And who discovered this? Well, it was discovered quite recently, we learned. It was discovered in 1992 by an engineer named Hiroye Lucatella.
Hiroye
Lucatella is an interesting guy with
a lot of consonants in that first name.
More interesting name. Now, how did he figure this out? You might imagine, like the old explorers, Captain Cook or Christopher Columbus. He was out there making maps, traveling around on a boat, and he realized, wait a minute, this land I've just found is the farthest from anywhere else on Earth. But it was 1992, so he didn't have to do that.
Yeah, he didn't. He calculated all of this. He calculated it using special computer software. He didn't actually travel
So no
there.
storms, no terrible diseases.
He might have done it in a lab near his house.
Didn't have to get scurvy.
No, he did not have to
Too
venture
bad.
out on the high seas there.
Too bad.
Try to kill whales or something.
No, he did it with
Anyways,
a computer.
He did
of
it with
course
a
he
computer. And the point he found is located between 3 faraway islands, which are themselves so remote that few people ever visit.
Wow, so there's probably know people who live there. If you end up there, you might have fallen off a boat or your boat sank and you just washed up there. But this is not a place most people will go. And we'll kind of show you why. Point Nemo is about 2,700 kilometers away from each of these little islands, and those little islands are also thousands of kilometers away from bigger places like maybe Australia or Hawaii or New Zealand or something like that. Point Nemo is about 2,700 kilometers away from each of those little islands. And I'm sure most of you are familiar with this noun, kilometer. A kilometer is 1,000 meters. You can walk a kilometer in 3 or 4 minutes,
Sure.
but try doing 2,700 of them. That's a long distance. For example, we could say Taiwan is about 395 kilometers long. All right, so let's say Taiwan's 400 kilometers. This is like 6 plus Taiwans away from anywhere. It's really far.
It's very remote.
Yeah.
Anyways, in fact, get this, and we're still talking about good old Point Nemo.
Okay.
In fact, depending on the time of day, the closest people are often aboard the International Space Station, which circles the Earth at up to 416 kilometers high.
So your neighbors are astronauts.
You are closer to space and things in space than anything else on Earth. Anyways, here we've got the word aboard to talk about. These people, these astronauts, are aboard the International Space Station. That means they are on this particular space station, okay? That's what that means. For example, the man climbed aboard the boat and was happy to be out of the water, so he got on the boat. Yes, you can get aboard a space station, a boat, a plane, stuff like that. You're getting on that particular vessel. Okay, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a break, but don't go away. We'll be back after this.
尼莫点其实只是离陆地最远的一个点，那它是在1992年有一位工程师发现的。那个工程师并没有真的去过那里，他是用特殊的电脑软体计算出来的。好，我们看单字 farthest。farthest 它可以当形容词或副词，那么 farthest 是 far 的最高级，可以用来描述距离或是时间上是最远的。Mike 老师说，那一位工程师没有像航海家去探险，他不用遇到风暴、疾病等等，就坐在家里工作就好了。好，那么老师说到 scurvy 是坏血病，它是拼作 scurvy。这个字表示坏血病，那它是一种因为缺乏维生素 C 所引起的病。在地理大发现时期啊，有很多船员就是因为坏血病而死亡。好，那么课文提到说，工程师发现的这个点是位于3座遥远的岛的中间，那这3座岛本身就已经远到很少人会去了，而尼莫点又跟这3个岛分别距离大概2700公里左右。好，那么事实上，会最靠近尼莫点的人，反而是在国际太空站上的人。太空站呢，他们是在高达416公里的上空绕着地球运转，大概绕到它最上方的时候，就会有人离它最近了。好，最后我们来看2个单字 kilometer 它表示公里，那么 aboard 它表示在某某交通工具上，像在车上、在船上、在飞机上等等。那这个字可以当介系词或当副词。Jeff 老师在解释单字时说到 vessel vessel 这个字它有船舰、大船的意思。好，那么以上是这个讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们的文法单元。今天要介绍的文法重点有4个，第一个是 not A but B， 第二个是 which 代指前方子句的用法，第3个是 what 做复合关系代名词的用法，第4个是 depending on。我们先来学 not A but B。Not A but B 表示不是 A 而是 B。Not 什么什么 but 什么什么，这是配对连接词，它所连接的 A 和 B 词性必须相同。例如 His goal is not to win the game, but to break his own record. 他的目标不是要赢得比赛，而是要打破自己的记录。那么句中的 to win the game 以及 to break his own record 词性相同，都是不定词片语。再看一个例句。The girl is not his girlfriend, but his sister. 那个女生不是他的女朋友，而是他的妹妹。啊，这样我就可以放心了，我的欧巴还没有死会。接着我们来学 which 代指前方子句的用法。关系代名词 which 可以引导关系子句去修饰它前面的事物，也就是先行词。那也可以用来修饰前方整个子句。当我们用 which 来代指前方子句的时候，因为修饰的对象明确，不需要限定范围，那么这时候呢是要用非限定用法 which 的前面必须加逗号。which 引导的关系子句是用来补充说明前方的句子。我们用例句来看会更清楚。Nick is the first person in his family to graduate from college, which makes his parents proud. Nick 是他们家族第一个大学毕业的人，这让他爸妈很骄傲。好，句子里面的 which 指的就是前一句 Nick 是他们家族第一个大学毕业的人，这整件事情。然后 which makes his parents proud 表示这件事让他爸妈很骄傲。接着我们可以省略关系代名词 which， 再把 makes 改成现在分词 making， 就可以简化句子咯，会变成 Nick is the first person in his family to graduate from college, making his parents proud. 接着我们来学 what 做复合关系代名词的用法。what 当复合关系代名词可以用来引导名词子句，意思呢就相当于 the things that 或是 the thing that。what 引导的名词子句，它可以当主词、受词或是主词补语用。当主词呢，必须视为单数，后面要搭配单数动词。例如 What he said is true， 他所说的是真的。好，句子里面 what he said 就是名词子句。好，它是当主词，所以我们后面是搭配单数动词 is。最后来学 depending on。Depending on 表示根据什么什么来看，取决于什么什么，它是独立分词片语，之后可以接名词、名词子句或是动名词。例如 Depending on our boss's mood, the meeting could take hours. 根据老板的心情来看，这场会议可能要开好几个小时，要把皮绷紧了。好，那么以上是今天重点整理，我们下次见喽，拜拜。
万圣节里的英文实用句。欢迎来到就爱这因为。我是 Elvis Holly。
我是 I don't know who I am, Shane。我是谁？
为什么我们今天是这样子出现的？
因为就是 Halloween party
万圣节，所以我们今天其实是要去参加 Halloween costume party。
玩够了没？
你要不要解释一下 Halloween costume party 是什么
？Halloween costume party 就 costume party
就是万圣节变装派对。
就 costume party
太空这个就突然变空空了。
你知道为什么吗？因为 Halloween is coming up. Halloween is coming up.
So Halloween is coming up. 什么东西 is coming up 就是它快到了。万圣节快到了。
你觉得 Did I make it spooky? My costume?
No.
Spooky
就是很诡异的气氛，对不对？可是你
很恐怖啊！
你一点都不恐怖，你知道吗？
可是我觉得
你现在就是像个笑话。
我真的有点恐
怖。你像个笑话，这不是恐怖。Yeah, so you're not making it spooky. So, but what are you going as?
I'm going as a rock and roll star who has a very big nose and a cool mustache.
Okay, so it's
and a really cool hairstyle.
Okay, 这完全没有回答我的问题。就是我意思是说，你要打扮成什么东西？这完全不知道你是谁啊！
对啊，我也不知道啊。Okay. The first time.
Well, I am going as Elvis.
Oh, so you're Elvis.
Yeah, 所以我要扮成 Elvis。
那是一个可笑的 Elvis。
什么可笑？你才可笑啦！
I'm going as I don't know, and you're going as ridiculous Elvis.
So 我要扮成谁？I'm going to go as Elvis.
Yes.
So let's not waste some time and let's go into live action.
Let's go. Halloween is coming up. Halloween is by far my favorite holiday. What are you going as?
Actually, I don't think I'm going to dress up for Halloween this year. Nobody invited me to do anything this year.
Silly, I'm having a Halloween costume party this year as usual. And as usual, of course you're invited. I'm going as a zombie. It's going to be really scary.
Really? I can come? Thanks. In that case, I'm going to go as a witch. And are you going to make the party spooky?
Of course, it's going to be super spooky. You know, my Halloween parties never disappoint. Wow, so you will go as a witch, huh? You don't really need to dress up for that. Hey! Number 1, Halloween costume party.
Number 2, Halloween is coming up.
Number 3, make it spooky.
Number 4, what are you going as?
Number 5, to go as